We are currently on the set of Gods and Monsters, which is a world premiere of a play written by Russell Labey and directed by him as well, which is about James Whale, the director of the first ever Frankenstein movies back in the 30s. And it's based on a book called Father of Frankenstein, and there was an Oscar-nominated film with Ian McKellen and Brendan Fraser that people might know, which was based on the same book. I'm luckily get to play 3 different characters, which is nice.
I am preparing to appear in A View from the Bridge with the touring consortium, which is going all over.
I have not read it or seen it. I just know. I just know you've got to get your hair dyed.
Yeah, I do.
And I've done a few scenes. We've gone over lines and stuff.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. It's going to be a totally new experience for me.
When I got the audition, I had this vague recollection of having a copy of the book, and I tracked it down in my house, and it was a GCSE copy, and I thought, oh, I must have studied it for GCSE, and it was familiar to me and I knew it. Looking back, I don't think I did. That was my sister's copy of the book, but I have read it. I've never seen it, but I have definitely read it. It was familiar to me, and I definitely knew the Rodolfo Catherine scene, their sort of main scene together at the start of Act 2. Well, luckily it's a really good scene, so I was absorbed in the action of the scene.
The first couple of times it's terrifying no matter who's watching, but you quickly kind of get over it, because hopefully you are, because I think it is a good scene, so you just sort of in the scene. It's totally part of the action, and it's not just, you know, oh, I'm going to take my clothes off. It's so part of it, and it's actually really good fun. So yeah, the first couple of times is pretty scary, but I kind of enjoy it now. And when it gets to Sunday and we're not doing the show, and it gets to about 8:30 in the evening, I'm just kind of thinking, should be getting my clothes off now. And
I felt extremely proud.
I was going to say
watching him. But it spurs me on to be better and more naked in my place.
But you want to, right?
In A View from the Bridge, yeah. Keep asking Steve Unwin, the director. Our parents are really theatrical in daily life.
Yeah.
Especially our mum. Hi, Mum.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're academics, but they're just totally not. They're a bit, they love a bit of performance, don't they? They do performances. They've got a small theatre company.
You're in the north of England and you want some
north of England
poetry, performing poetry normally.
And Mum set up she got the York Mystery Plays going again in 1994, the first time.
Yeah.
First time it had been done on wagons in 400 years. So I remember hating that as a kid, because she took me around York. I just remember being taken around looking at all these wagons and thinking, Mum, what are we doing? Notes. Give me notes. Mum does that.
I was going to say, I remember one time when I did my first sort of big role at high school, as like a final year at high school, I was doing the lead in this musical, the first lead.
High School Musical.
She gave me an envelope after she'd seen it. Like, you know, the next day is like, it's an envelope, don't feel you need to open it. But it was, you know, it was notes, but not, it was like, here are my thoughts, take them or leave them. Our parents would encourage us in anything that we wanted to do, I really think.
Yeah.
Which can be a problem, because, you know, like, I say, like, hey,
was
Mum,
it the trombone?
I want to learn the trombone tomorrow. Like, yes, you should spend all your money on that, and here's this, or, you know, like, I want to go and live in a jungle for a bit. They'd be like, yes, ditch your career now at this point and go and do that. Which is great, but then, you know, it's great because it leaves it up to me to go, do I? Now I've got the okay from my parents, and they're behind me. Do I want to do it? Not right now.
I've copied him in everything since the age of about 5, so why not the career at the same time?
You know, any actor who has a brother will probably also be an actor.
Yeah. We did do once in the old Southwark Playhouse, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah, it was in the old venue, and
we were American guys at a
Thai and
I can't remember now.
Thai, maybe.
I don't know. We were sort of working the phones.
Yeah. And that was great.
Yeah, really
I loved that. It was one of the most fun times I've had on stage. So yeah, I'd love to do that again.
Yeah.